It's your Ashes betting preview. First test coming up this Friday. Jez and Ryan from bets.com.au to bring you the best tips and predictions. Player props, Jez. It's what we're all about on this
Yeah,
Ashes test.
certainly are, because we know who's going to win the match. So we've got to make it interesting by backing player props, right? Because England are going to get squashed. So let's start there. All right, dive into our best and favourite player props for this one. It's a good little battle, huh? It's going to
Yeah,
be exciting.
yeah, it is. But before we get into them, you were a little bit surprised that Australia were not shorter odds to win the game.
Yeah, it's pretty close. I think it was 172, depending on which bookie you're looking at, somewhere around that mark. I thought Australia would be, shorter favourites for sure. Just being at home, the way that the Ashes went last time they were in Australia, the form of Australia. But I guess it is. The form of England has also been pretty good, so that has helped. But should have been shorter. I was expecting 130. Nah, but like maybe around sort of 150, 160, but not all the way there to like 172. So
And it's probably the Australian bowling attack, the injuries there that are maybe
yeah.
holding that number a little bit higher. But
Yeah.
let's get into my first pick. And this one I did some deep diving. And we have Bazball from the English. It's landed in Australia. They've been quite successful with this style of play, with Brendan McCullum coaching and Ben Stokes as the captain. They've won 5 of their last 5 first tests, Jez, and they've been quite aggressive in their gameplay. I went back and looked at the last 5 games they played against India, and then they played a game against, I think it was Zimbabwe prior to that, and then they had a 3-test series against New Zealand. In 3 of the 5 games against India, they scored a 4 in the first over. In the test against Zimbabwe, a 4 in the first over. In the third test against New Zealand, a 4 in the first over. In the second test against New Zealand, a 6 in the first over. So they are definitely trying to score boundaries early and get on the offensive front. Getting 220 for this one. So I think it's a great value pick for something that is trending extremely well.
Yeah, it goes in with the whole, I don't know, storyline of the Ashes and Bazball. So I think you're definitely spot on at looking something like this. If it's going to happen or not, I don't know. See how the Aussie bowling attack goes, but it makes complete sense to me because they want to play aggressive, and especially in the Ashes, you want to get on top early and win that early psychological battle. So definitely going for a boundary, preferably a 4 for you, is definitely should be on the radar.
Next one up, we're going to look at some Aussie bowlers. I'm on Nathan Lyon, 5+ wickets. That was the highest you could go on him. I probably would have tried to go for 6 if that was available, at least on the book I was looking. But definitely check around. I've got him at 5+ in the article, which you can read on bets.com.au, completely free. He's averaging 6.4 wickets in the first test of the last 5 series against England. So he had 8 wickets, 4 wickets, 9 wickets, 5 wickets, 6 wickets. So the guy is tremendous. He averages just over 2 wickets per innings against England, and just over 2 wickets per innings in all of his 133 innings played in Australia. So
That's
some
insane.
really good stats to back up Nathan Lyon taking a handful of wickets in this game.
Yeah, that's huge. Love Lion, like the cult hero. Definitely same again. Everything sort of plays into these storylines, and there's Lion. Obviously, it was Warney before him, and now it's Lion against the Poms in the Ashes. Yeah, I love that one. I'm jumping on Mitchell Starc for my bowling prop, top bowling prop. Obviously, I went straight to him because it's all the weight of the bowling attack is going to be on his shoulders, especially the pace attack with Pat Cummins and Hazelwood out. And then it just sort of fell into place pretty easy once you started looking at his statistics. He's taken more wickets, England wickets, than he has taken of any other nation in his career. So that's a plus. And in his last 4 matches, he's taken 5 or more wickets against England. So we started there, backed that up straight away of taking his over 5+, and then looking at his statistics at Perth, and they've played 5 games there. He's averaging 5.2 wickets per game. So yeah, so it all spot on. It just everything fell into place. Plus, you're going to see him be bowling plenty of overs. Him and Boland will be firing. So definitely going to get a 5-wicket haul over the 2 innings.
And do you think the pitch conditions, like we haven't really got a great grasp on it, but in the Ashes preview we had with Adam the other day on ahead of the game, which we'll also chuck in the description here, he kind of mentioned there was going to possibly be a bit of bounce and a bit of life in the pitch. 2 series ago, I think it was the Aussies in Perth, it was a really kind of a dead wicket, a lot of grass on top. I don't think it's going to be like that this time around. I think there's going to be a bit of love and some action on this one.
Yeah, but I think even like we saw, what was it against India, where both Australia and India had really low batting scores in that first innings, and that was because it was a little bit of an unpredictable wicket. Even if there's grass, you're getting inconsistent bounces from your seamers, so that also makes it difficult to bat against. You're sort of preparing for swing and pure pace, and then all of a sudden the ball doesn't bounce. So I think, yeah, either way, you're going to see some action from likely both, like with Paceman, and then a little bit later on in the second innings, you should see some pretty good turn and some cracks appearing for Lyon.
All right. And your batting prop for this
Yeah.
one, Big Man.
Big Man, like obviously played himself back into the team on pure form, which is great. I think we did a preview also on ahead of the game ages ago talking about the summer of cricket, and it was just like, okay, is Marnus even going to be in the squad after performing so poorly against the West Indies? And he's just come out and had a cracking start to the Australian summer in Sheffield Shield, and even the one dayers for the Queensland Bulls. So he's just been absolutely firing, and he's being picked on pure form. So he's probably the most informed batsman of the Australians. So I think you got to jump on him to continue that run. And I think for his security in this series, he needs to have a big first game. So love the over 65.5 runs, which is his match batting total. And when we're diving into the stats here too, it's pretty phenomenal. He's played 4 games in Perth. The last 2 haven't been so crash hot, but that was in his little bit of a downer period, 23-24. But the first 2 games in his first 4 innings, he didn't score less than 50 runs. And he also holds the record at Perth for the most runs in a single innings at 204. So he scored 3 centuries and a 50 in the first 4 innings playing at Optus Stadium. So, and then it was really bad the last 2. So full disclosure here, but obviously has some good memories there, which he's going to need to draw on in this first test against England.
Mate, love it. All right, the Ashes multi, going to go Joe Root, under 76
Boot
and
the
a
Root.
half runs. Root gets the boot. Nathan Lyon, 4+ wickets, and Steve Smith to score a first innings 50. Some pretty, I guess, these bets aren't kind of sure things, but that's why we're doing it, because it has to be a bit of a chance. You're getting 550 for this multi over at Ladbrokes. The in the article they're going to put in the description. You can click right through there. As we already spoke about Nathan Lyon and his wicket taking, Steve Smith. You reckon he's going to go?
Yeah, he's got to go as well. He's like a lot of Australia's batting is going to be on him. He's also been in incredible form. You want to go back to, he loves playing against England back in the 2019 series. It was massive. He also bats extremely well against the Poms. He has 13 half centuries in 37 test matches against the Poms. So that's what we're loving about that. And yeah, playing the captain, he's going to have a captain's knock for sure.
And we really wanted to put 50 sometime in the game, but you couldn't multi that one.
Yeah.
So first innings it is. Joe
That's our
Root.
get out clause or what?
Yeah.
He's got 50 in the second innings, but we told you.
Always got to have the out.
Yeah.
Joe Root under 76.5. We just think that the poor form and a little bit of like his time's
Average Joe.
over. Not much more to say there.
Yeah, no. He's been batting rubbish. He's done.
All right. All done.
Simple as that, mate. Simple as that.
Um,
Can't wait for it.
Oh, it's going to be great. Check out the full game preview or the full betting preview. Link in the description. Adam has also done a full game preview. There's a series preview on bets.com.au as well. So much cricket coming up. Going to hit the big bash as well once that gets up and running. I got nothing else to say. Have a
Me
good
either, mate. See you later.
good week.
Go Aussies.
Good Ashes week.
Yeah. Happy Ashes.